This is a shmuz on Parshas Vaeirah that I was zeichet to hear from Moran Agoin Reb Henech Leibowitz zeichet Tzadik Levrocha. It says in the pasuk, the first pasuk in Vaeirah, Vayedaber Elokim el Moshe, Vayomer, Hashem spoke to Moshe and he said, Vayomer Elov Ani Hashem, I am God. Such a strange pasuk. Rashi has his way of understanding this, but the Das Zakenim Mibali Taisvis, which is brought in the Mikrois Gedoles Chumash, says Mahu Ani Hashem. What is the meaning of I am Hashem? What is the pasuk saying? Klaima, like this, the pasuk means, says the Das Zakenim Mibali Taisvis. Afal Pisha Amarti Lecho, even though I said to you, Re'ei Nesaticha Elokim Leparai, even though I said that I am making you, Moshe Rabbeinu, a god over Parai, Lo Yato Elokoi, Hashem is saying, you may be a god over Parai. Lo Yato Elokoi, you're not my God. Kiyim Leparai, only for Parai are you God. Achani Hashem Gam Lecha, I am your God also. Everything is so strange. The pasuk is strange. The Balak Taisvis is a little bit strange, and apparently the meaning of the pasuk, the meaning of the pasuk Ani Hashem is saying, because at the end of Parsha Shmos, the previous parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu said to Hashem, Ribbono shel olam, Lama harei oisa la'am hazeh. Why are you dealing so harshly, so evil with Klal Yisrael? Lama zeh shlachtoni, why did you send me? Ume'az bosi el Parai ledaber b'shmecha, from the time that I came to Parai to speak in your name. Heira lo'am hazeh, Parai made it so difficult and so evil to the Jewish people. V'hatzel v'hitzaltu es hamecha, you didn't save Klal Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu spoke boldly to Hashem. Lama harayisa, lama zeh, why are you dealing so harshly with Klal Yisrael? So apparently the pshat is that now, right in Parshas Vaeirah, the pasuk is saying, the Rebbeinu Shalom is saying, listen to me, Moshe Rabbeinu. I did say, Nesaticha Elokim leparai, I made you for a god for Paro. Lo ato Elokoi, you're not my God. You can't speak to me that way. You can't say to me, Loma harei oisa lo mazeh, why did you deal harshly? That's not the way you speak to me. Ki im leparai, to Parai you can speak. To Parai you're a god over him. Achani Hashem gam loch, but I am your God also. The Mefarshim explain when it says in the pasuk Re'ei Nesaticha, we will say it now, Nesaticha Elohim leparai, because it doesn't mean Hashem. Hashem did not say I am making you a god over Parai, but the Mefarshim learn when it says Elohim, it means Odon, to be a master, or to be manhig, mora, to be a leader. So the pshat in the pasuk would be Re'ei Nesaticha Elohim leparai. It's not Elokim because it doesn't mean really a god. Moshe Rabbeinu was not a god to Parai, was not a god to anybody, but he was a leader. I made you for a leader for Parai. I made you for a leader for Klal Yisrael, but you are, and the Rebbeinu Shalom is saying now, you speak to me, you say, Loma harei oisa lo am hazeh, you say, why am I dealing so harshly with Klal Yisrael? Well, Moshe Rabbeinu, watch what you're saying. I made you a leader of a Parai, but you're not my leader. Ki im leparai, only to Parai. Achani Hashem gam loch, but I am Hashem also to you. And the question is, gewaltige Schrecken. Did Moshe Rabbeinu, who was the Onav Mikol Adam, he was the most humble of every person, of all the people in the world, is it possible to think that he considered himself a master to Hashem? That Hashem has to tell him, Moshe Rabbeinu, listen, you may be a master to Parai, you may be a master to Parai, but you're not my master. But I am Hashem also to you. Is it possible that Moshe Rabbeinu, who was the humblest of all human people, all people in the world, is it possible for him to have thought that he's a leader to Hashem? How do we understand this? But it seems from here that even the humblest, the most humble of all human beings in the world, Moshe Rabbeinu, Onav Mikol Adam, it is possible for him to become a balgaiva, to consider himself even consider himself even a leader to Hashem. That Hashem has to tell him, "You're not my leader. I'm Hashem. I'm Hashem to you too. You're not my leader." But Moshe Rabbeinu really could have thought such a thing. And the question is, how is it possible? How is it possible? But we see from here that it is possible. A person, midos is a very tricky thing. It is possible for a person who is Onav Mikol Adam, it is possible for the most humble person in the world to become a balgaiva and think that he is a leader of Hashem. And what's the explanation? How do we explain this? So, Hagoyin Reb Henech, Zecher Tzadik Levrocha, Reb Henech Leibowitz, I was zecher to hear this from him. He said, when somebody attains a position of leadership, that person tends to overestimate his position. And that's the way he explains that even a Moshe Rabbeinu, the humblest, the most humble person in the world, attained a tremendous position of leadership. He was the person chosen by the Rebbeinu Shalom to lead Klal Yisrael from Avdus Lecherus. Tremendous position. And even a Moshe Rabbeinu, when he reaches a position like that, can overestimate his position, and he can become a balgaiva. So perhaps we should look into ourselves to see if we have gaiva in any manner, form, or shape. We can sit and learn, we can be great people, we can know everything, but we have to... gaiva is a very bad midah, it's a very terrible trait, and it's a forbidden trait, and if we see it happening by Moshe Rabbeinu, even by Moshe Rabbeinu, then we have to check our own midos, our own gaiva. The Eibishter should help us. We should be zeicha to understand that gaiva is a very, very terrible thing, and nobody wants to know about gaiva. Nobody wants to be seen with him. The Rebbeinu Shalom says, "Ein ani v'hu dor." We cannot dwell together. The Rebbeinu Shalom says, "I with a balgaiva." He says it by, I think, Yeravim ben Nevut. But gaiva is a terrible thing, and it can happen to anybody. And Hashem should help us that we should be zeicha, to be onav, to be anovim, and to watch out not to become balgaiva. And then that chuz will be zeicha to Aromas Karen HaTorah, Be Yisrael Tzedek, Meher B'Yameinu. Amen.